Hey y'all, I am Dee from Embodied Sexuality Tarot. Welcome friends to this channel where I bridge spirituality and practicality as it relates to body and spirit, relationship with self, and relationship with others. Okay, so on this channel, we're about, getting insight to help you make the best decisions for your life possible. All right, for your growth and wellness. So before we get started, I do make jewelry in my shop. All right, this is one of the bracelets that may be available while supplies last. All right, so if you like this bracelet, you can find others like so in my shop, and also some rings there. All right, so this reading, hold on. This reading, I'm going to tune into what you can expect for the near future, okay? Because I feel like I'm not super into astrology. I know some stuff about zodiacs and all that, like the necessary things, the elements, and attributes and stuff. But I'm just feeling like this creative, new, inspiring energy right now. All right, so let's just tune into what you can expect. All right, if you're waiting for or wondering if your manifestations are working when they're coming, let's just kind of tune into what things you can expect in the near future. All right, let's get going. Ooh, we got the Hierophant. All right, some of you are going to be teaching. All right, we got the Hierophant. Some of you are going to be teaching. I feel some of you are on a spiritual awakening journey where you're learning about herbs, you're learning about spirituality, the earth, nature, connecting to yourself. Okay, so some of you are on that journey, and others are entering an era where you're more of a mentor, more of a teacher. Okay, let's see. I feel like you have been working on setting up some sort of structure for yourself. This can be like striving for a new position or just kind of a structure of your life, like changing habits or the way that your life is going. So I feel like there's something about a structure and how you are. It's giving a little bit of magician as well, magician energy of where you have been working to create something, okay, that manifestation, and your words, your guidance are really important around this, shaping this. For some of you, you could be, this could be somebody in particular, uh, doing some sort of training to be like ordained or a marriage counselor, something where you're like uniting people in a way, helping them work through certain things. So yeah, I've seen some sort of counselor, marriage counselor, relationship counselor, um, spiritual counselor, something where you're helping align people. Okay, so that's for somebody or a small group of people. Well, ultimately, I see that your wisdom, you're leaning into what you know and sharing what you know. Okay, so yeah, heavy on the teacher energy. Okay, so it could be a literal teacher like at a high school or something, or an independent teacher where you're making videos on YouTube talking about, spirituality or talking about um, advocacy or something like that. Teaching how to change. Somebody here is talking about transition. They're talking about like how to change your life or something like that. Okay. So, yeah, I just see you in this position where people are coming to you for information. All right. Okay. We also have, what is this here? This is the Nine of, no, yeah, Nine of Wands. So this is the Nine of Wands. Okay. So I feel like you've been hard at work. What else is going on? I feel like some of you maybe, so this is the card of like evaluating what you've built already. And she has a scythe and she's, thinking like, okay, I grew all this stuff, but I'm feeling like I want to chop it down. So I feel like with this Hierophant, you've had a structure, that was what it was, but like I feel like maybe you've reached a certain age, like maybe you're at the age of 30 or 40 or 50 or 25. So there's some sort of age or part in your journey where you're just kind of thinking a little bit differently. And so it's like, the structure that you have built, you're kind of like, I would like to reinvent myself, or, cut this down, start over. This thing that I've built doesn't suit me anymore. All right. I'm different now, so I need something different. So yeah, I feel like there's, you're kind of, yeah, like I said earlier, you're entering this mentor era where this reminds me of, how, like, let's say you work in, like, you're a caregiver. This is just an example. When you're a caregiver, okay, you're doing tasks like, bathing the people, feeding people, transporting them, right? So that's kind of like, basic needs support, right? So that's on the ground help. But now you're into this era where it's like, okay, I've done that, for this many years or whatever. I want to talk about what I know. I want to train people how to do that thing. So it's like you started out learning a craft, perfecting a craft, doing something, and now you're leveling up to start teaching other people how to do that thing. Okay, so I see that. What else is going on? Okay, Six of Swords wanted to say something here. I feel like whatever your focus is on, so first of all, you're moving in the right direction, okay? We got Six of Swords that is, carrying on. This is my card of carry on my wayward son, okay? So I feel like, I, I hear this card saying you have everything you need. Everything you need is in the boat with you. You already have it, okay? You have enough knowledge. You have enough resources. You have enough tools to make this thing happen, and you're moving in the right direction, okay? So I definitely hear that. And I feel like it's about helping people. And I feel like it's like you're helping yourself through helping people. There's like this indirect or symbiosis. I think that's the correct word. Symbiosis, like in biology or something, where one thing benefits or both benefit from the same relationship, something like that. Symbiotic relationship. Okay, so maybe that came up for somebody in particular, because I never use that word symbiosis or symbiotic. So maybe that came up for somebody in particular who's in biology or marine biology, or using that information for something. All right, so there's that. Okay, what else is going on? What can they expect? What can they expect? Do we have that again? All right, we do have Six of Swords again, Two of Cups. All right, and just for some additional confirmation, Two of Cups for that symbiotic relationship. So, okay, I feel now we're getting into romance here for somebody. If you've been interested in a connection, I feel like that's going to be moving forward. And it seems like a connection that's going to be built off of reciprocity, mutuality. Okay, so I feel like feelings are mutual, they're shared, give and take, equal give and take, and I feel like that's moving on in a positive direction. I do feel for someone in particular that it could have been that this relationship endured some sort of hardship, like maybe a challenge with trust, or something around that, because with the Six of Swords, this is somebody who's putting all their baggage and stuff into the boat, and they're just carrying on, they're moving forward. So I feel like there could be some element of forgiveness or something that's happening with this relationship, where you guys can start moving forward and kind of reconnect with why you came together in the first place. Remember what you liked about each other. All right. I am being drawn to this person. Her hand is reaching under his sternum into the heart. So I feel like there's some sort of event or situation that's going to create an opportunity for more vulnerability and more bonding. Okay, so that's something that came through. And what else can they expect? I heard presentation. Okay. Are you working on some sort of TED Talk, PowerPoint, some sort of script to communicate something? All right. And if you are, maybe you're doing some sort of presentation to try to get approval for something like a proposal. You might be acting out, how that's going to go. Um, yeah, just to try to make sure that it goes as smoothly as possible. So I feel like practicing a presentation, practicing how you're going to say something or present something, that's coming up. Okay, we do have Four of Pentacles. What are you saying, Four of Pentacles? What are you saying, Four of Pentacles? Okay, Luna cycle. Cut ties. What are you saying, Four of Pentacles? Girl with a snake. Okay, what's going on? Something about playing house. Someone coming out of their shell. Okay, girl with a snake. Empath, narcissist paradigm. So somebody here is, could be Libra, Cancer, Gemini, Capricorn, Virgo. But somebody here, I feel like they've been trying, I'm getting puzzle pieces. There's some sort of structure they're hanging on to, but the structure is changing with the Luna cycle here. Something about femininity as well. Something in the household. Something in the household is changing. Give me a little bit more about this Four of Pentacles, please. Four of Pentacles, what are you saying? Santa Muerte. Okay, we still have another change, and then we have Knight of Pentacles. So something is being removed from the home, or somebody rather, I feel like. We've got Knight of Pentacles here. So this is a message maybe for like one person, but if you've been having trouble in your household, in your home, in your relationship, I'm really drawn to the fact that she is pulling him up. So, and then with this Knight of Pentacles, there's a movement card and he's got his bags packed. Okay, so I feel like if somebody's been, I don't know, maybe if you've got a teenager who's been doing some things, being rowdy, disrespectful, or maybe your partner, or maybe somebody who you opened your home up to, like maybe they're couch surfing and you're like, okay, yeah, you can stay with me for like a month, and okay, and then it turned into like 5 years. Okay, I see that person kind of exiting now. So yeah, if you're in a situation where you've wanted somebody out of your house or they're just causing challenges for the household, I see that kind of turning around. A brief message here. Somebody could be having a baby or becoming, yeah, creating life. All right. I see that for somebody in particular. And that'll definitely shake up the household. Okay. Oh yeah, and the lunar cycle. Okay, so yeah, if you are trying to conceive, then it seems like from the time of you watching this video, I would say within 7 days to a month, like wherever you're at in your cycle when you're watching this video, I feel like it's pretty like the energy of conception is pretty high for you if that's something that you want. If you don't want that, then I would be careful and mindful. All right. Okay. All right, one last message, please. What can they expect? Changes. Okay, we got Knight of Pentacles. 7, the Chariot. I feel like there's some sort of Celebration. Can we clarify? Karmic justice. Okay. So you got a new person coming in towards you. So if you have been single for a little bit, okay, so for those who have been single, you got a Knight of Pentacles coming towards you, coming to offer you. They might, invite you to a date, to pay for something or give you a gift. All right, because we got Pentacles, which is more tangible. So there's some sort of tangible thing that they could be offering you, but they're coming towards you. We do also have Karmic Justice. So this person is interested in getting to know you. All right. And we have the Chariot. So if you have already met this person, this is something that can progress forward. All right. So that's for, the singles are dating. We've got a romantic message there, confirmation there. We do have a castaway negativity. All right, so I do feel like this is a relationship that's just kind of gonna help you move forward and just feel better about life, which is nice. All right, but also I feel like if some of you are looking for another place to live, or heavily on a place to live. If you're looking for another place to live, I feel like there's an opportunity presented to you that would be pretty good that you're going to move forward with. Okay, we got the Chariot, things coming together, moving along. All right, so I feel like ultimately things are aligning for you at this time. Okay. I think let's do one more message. We got Knight of Pentacles again. Ace of Pentacles. Something about a loan, all right, with the Ace of Pentacles here. You could be or been waiting for a loan or loaning some money, receiving some money, something like that. But ultimately, Pentacles is an opportunity. I feel like if Knight of Cups could have been leaving, and then you've got this Knight of Pentacles coming in. All right, so if you had a choice between two people, or if you had somebody from your past that's been kind of taking up your energy, there's a new person coming in, okay, that is just going to be a different vibe, a different energy, all right? I do also feel like it's possible this Knight of Pentacles could be you for some of you if you are going to travel. I did see safe travel under one of the cards here. But anyway, there's an element of travel here, okay? You could quite literally be picking up, just a few of your belongings and taking off to go somewhere. I feel like some of you could be relocating for work, okay? Ace of Pentacles. What else? I also feel like if this is for a younger individual, you could like be leaving your parents' home or leaving a friend's home or something like that. Like I literally just see someone picking up just what few things they have and they're gone. Okay, and so somebody could be going to San Francisco, Miami, and there's one more that I can't. But yeah, just literally picking up and starting a life somewhere else. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap up your reading here. I hope that you got some sort of confirmation. If you needed it, all right, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And this is a self-care card you can add to help support you on your journey if you feel called to. All right, so this is mindful eating. All right, consciously take the time to observe today's meals. Pay attention to the colors and smells before having a taste. Choose slowly and with intention. Taste the different flavors, each spice used, and let the whole thing melt in your mouth. Do this regularly until it becomes a habit. All right. I definitely see some of you trying new recipes, a new diet or something, like having some sort of diet goal. All right. Maybe, yeah, I see like more home cooked meals. All right. And that's really going to pay off like for your body. Okay. All right, so that was your reading. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you got some helpful messages here, some confirmation, and best of luck on your journey. Take care.